Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's life-changing talk on hidden force. That's in you, that's in me, that's in each and every person of this world. That's a motivation. Ladies and gentlemen, the creation of God is wonderful. In His beautiful creation, I find two types of people. Most people are good people, but they can do better. Most people already know what to do to improve their lives, but the question is why aren't they doing it? What's missing is the spark, motivation. Some self-help books adopt the approach of teaching what to do. I take a different approach. I ask, why don't you do it? If you ask people on the street what should be done, they will give you all the correct answers. They can give you thousands of examples. But ask them whether they are doing it, and the answer will be no. What's lacking is motivation. The most powerful motivation comes from within our belief system. To move into action, we need to believe what we do and accept responsibility for our life. When we accept responsibility for our behavior and actions, our attitudes towards life becomes positive. We become more productive both personally and professionally. Our relationships improve both at home and at work. Life becomes more meaningful and fulfilling. What is motivation? Motivation is a drive that encourages action or feeling. To motivate means to encourage and inspire. Motivation can also mean igniting the spark for action. Motivation is powerful. It can pursue, convince, and propel into action. In other words, motivation can be defined as motive for action. It's a force that can literally change your life. Motivation is the driving force in our lives. It comes from a desire to succeed. Without success, there is a little pride in life, no enjoyment or excitement at work and at home. Life becomes like a lopsided wheel giving a bumpy ride. The greatest enemy of motivation is complacency. Complacency leads to lack of a thought, and when people are complacent, they do not grow because they cannot identify what's needed in their lives. Once you understand what causes motivation, you can motivate yourself and achieve your goals, and you can motivate others too. I conduct some seminars in our college, and my students often ask the difference between inspiration and motivation. Even some of them ask if I can motivate others. The answer is no, I cannot. People motivate themselves. What I can do, how it is inspire them to motivate themselves. People can create an environment that is motivating. Inspiration is thought, motivation is action. When thinking changes, it reflects in behavior. In order to inspire people to motivate themselves, we need to understand their needs and wants. What is the greatest motivator? Is it money, recognition, improvement in our quality of life, acceptance by those we love? All of these can be motivating forces. People will do a lot of work for money, more for a good leader, but do the most for a belief. People die for their beliefs. This happens every day, all over the world. When we believe what we are responsible for our lives and our behavior, our outlook towards life changes for the better. Motivation is like fire. Unless you keep adding fuel to it, dies. Your fuel is your belief in your inner values. When this belief in inner values feeds your motivation becomes long lasting. Dear ladies and gentlemen, you should know we are all motivated either positively or negatively. I would like to share a story in Toronto. There were two brothers in Toronto. One was a drug addict and the drunk who frequently beat up his family. The other was a very successful businessman who was respected in society and had a wonderful family. How could two brothers raised by the same parents, brought up in the same environment, be so different? The first brother was asked, "What makes you do what you do? You are a drug addict, a drunk, and to beat your family. What motivates you?" He answered, "My father. My father was a drug addict, a drunk, and he beat his family. What do you expect me to be? That's what I am." The second bro was asked, "How come you are doing everything right? What's your source of motivation?" And guess what he said? "My father. When I was a little boy, I used to see my dad drunk and doing all the wrong things. I made up my mind that that's not what I wanted to be." Both brothers derived their motivation from the same source, but one was using it positively and the other negatively. Negative motivation brings the desire to take the easier way, which ends up being the tougher way. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is my suggestion. Take perfect decision to opt the source and be careful while opting the source of motivation. Thank you. Thank you very much.